Decentralized finance, or DeFi, is revolutionizing how we handle money. Are you ready to explore how it's shaking up traditional banking? Today we're diving into the fascinating world of DeFi and its remarkable impact on old-school banking systems. From lending and borrowing to trading assets, DeFi is challenging the status quo and offering financial freedom like never before. But what does this mean for the future of our banking institutions? Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Cryptic Tech, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any of our exciting content about finance and technology. What is decentralized finance, DeFi? Decentralized finance, or DeFi, refers to a financial ecosystem built on blockchain technology. It's like your regular bank, but without the bank, and yes, without those long lunch breaks too. DeFi aims to replicate and improve traditional financial services without the middlemen. You can lend, borrow, trade, and earn interest on your digital assets directly using smart contracts, which are like digital vending machines for finance. Insert the right conditions, and they'll spit out your results. With DeFi, you don't need a bank account, credit score, or even a suit and tie. All you need is internet access, and voila, you're in the financial game. It's finance for the people, by the people, minus the complicated paperwork. Key features of DeFi. DeFi brings some key features to the table that make it shine brighter than your bank's glossy brochures. Transparency. Every transaction on DeFi platforms is recorded on public blockchains. Imagine if every bank transaction was written on a giant whiteboard for everyone to see. Well, that's DeFi, but cooler. Accessibility. Anyone with internet access can join the DeFi club. No bank account, no problem. If you've got Wi-Fi, you're in. Interoperability. DeFi projects love to collaborate. It's like they're always at a digital potluck, sharing resources and making the most of each other. Smart contracts, no shady middlemen here. Instead, we have smart contracts, those little pieces of code that ensure everything runs smoothly, like having a robot manager who never takes a day off. Liquidity. With liquidity provided by decentralized exchanges, DEX, users can swap assets directly. No more waiting for the bank teller to finish gossiping before helping you. Together, these features are flipping the finance game upside down, offering more flexibility, fewer middlemen, and way less paperwork. How DeFi works, the technology behind it. DeFi runs on blockchain technology, primarily Ethereum, utilizing smart contracts to handle financial transactions. Think of blockchain as an unbreakable public diary where all transactions are recorded permanently. Good luck trying to rip out any pages. Smart contracts are like digital agreements that execute themselves once all conditions are met. Picture a vending machine that knows exactly when you've paid enough and automatically hands you a soda. Except in DeFi, it's handing you financial services. No snack break required. These smart contracts live on decentralized applications, DApps, which make lending, borrowing, and trading happen without a middleman asking for your ID and utility bill. Liquidity pools let users deposit assets, which are then used for transactions, earning them interest. If you've ever lent a friend $20 and charged interest, don't deny it, then you get the gist of liquidity pools. Comparison of DeFi and traditional banking. DeFi and traditional banking couldn't be more different. It's like comparing a spaceship to a horse-drawn carriage. DeFi works on blockchain, meaning it's open, accessible, and doesn't need middlemen. It's all digital, just you, your assets, and some fancy code. Traditional banks, on the other hand, have a centralized system full of paperwork, fees, and waiting rooms with terrible elevator music. Banks hold your money and charge fees for the pleasure of you asking for it. In DeFi, you hold your assets directly. There's no middleman taking a cut or reminding you that the office is closed on weekends. Benefits of DeFi over traditional banking. DeFi offers some serious perks over traditional banking. Inclusivity. DeFi is like that open house party where everyone's invited. No bank account? No problem. Lower fees. Without intermediaries, DeFi keeps fees low, meaning you don't lose half your savings just paying a banker to do their job. 24/7 availability, no closed for the weekend nonsense. With DeFi, you can lend, borrow, or trade at 3 a.m. if that's what your heart desires. Transparency. Everything's on a public ledger. It's like your bank statement, but instead of being hidden away, it's on full display, cutting down on shady business. Control. In DeFi, your money is in your hands. No surprise overdraft fees when the bank accidentally dips into your account. Challenges and risks in DeFi. While DeFi is fantastic, it's not without its challenges. Smart contract vulnerabilities are like leaving the back door open. Hackers might sneak in. And without regulation, if something goes wrong, there's no manager to escalate your complaint to. Then there's market volatility. One day you're a DeFi millionaire, the next you might be looking up how to make instant noodles. Liquidity can also be an issue, especially if everyone decides to cash out at once, kind of like everyone in town running to withdraw from the bank after a zombie sighting. Oh, and DeFi isn't exactly the most user-friendly at times. It can feel like learning calculus all over again. But hey, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Real-world use, cases of DeFi. DeFi is already showing its magic in real life. Lending and borrowing, platforms like Aave and Compound let you lend out your crypto and earn interest or borrow against it without having to explain why you need the money. No judgment here. Decentralized exchanges, DEXs. Platforms like Uniswap allow users to swap crypto directly. It's kind of like trading Pokemon cards, just more lucrative sometimes. Yield farming. This is for the thrill seekers. You provide liquidity and get rewarded with tokens, kind of like growing digital crops, except your harvest is crypto. Stablecoins, these offer stability. They're the calm friend in a sea of volatile cryptocurrencies. Insurance protocols. Platforms like Nexus Mutual even offer coverage for smart contract failures, which is basically insurance for when your robot manager messes up. The impact of DeFi on traditional banking institutions. DeFi is giving traditional banking a run for its money, literally. It's like the new kid in town who's cooler, faster, and way more inclusive. Banks are starting to sweat as customers move towards DeFi for lower fees, faster services, and more control. This disruption is forcing banks to either innovate or face becoming relics of the past, like Blockbuster, but for finance. Regulatory considerations for DeFi. Regulating DeFi is like trying to catch lightning in a bottle. Without a central authority, it's tough for regulators to know where to start. Concerns include consumer protection and ensuring bad actors aren't laundering money. Some countries are creating frameworks to accommodate DeFi, while others are still scratching their heads or outright banning it. The goal is to balance innovation with safety, ensuring DeFi can grow while protecting users. The future of DeFi and traditional banking. The future will likely see more intersections between DeFi and traditional banking. Imagine your bank adopting blockchain for transparency, while DeFi platforms add a touch of traditional security. The result, a hybrid system that takes the best of both worlds. Speed, accessibility, and transparency from DeFi, coupled with the regulation and perceived safety of traditional banking. In conclusion, decentralized finance, DeFi, is reshaping the financial landscape by challenging traditional banking norms. As both sectors adapt and innovate, a future of collaboration between DeFi and banks could offer a more inclusive, efficient, and accessible financial world. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll laugh about how we once waited in line for a bank teller. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, Cryptic Tech, and drop a comment below. How do you see DeFi shaping our future? Is it the next big thing or just another passing trend? We'd love to hear your thoughts.